This one is off the charts. Okay. I love that graphic to drop down because this is our weekly deal drop, but I want you to see the value. It is a $138.95 value. What is it? This is a stimulating scalp serum. This is a serum that works on like a ThermoGel technology that will give you, again, not only volume to your hair, body to your hair, and you work it, and Gianni's gonna show you how you literally work this right into your scalp. It, again, no build up in your hair whatsoever, and you can see your hair still has beautiful movement to it. It's moisturizing, it's repairing your hair, reducing frizz, conditioning it. Okay, today, from $138.95, you're looking at $39. It is basically $100 off. I want to show you all of the different choices because you have two new ones today in your Coconut Grove, and we have your Jatamansi Root. So those are your two new ones right here, and we're gonna go through, we'll explain the detail in each one. By the way, when you look at the size, it is a super size. It is 6 ounces. Most of your serums are 1 ounce, right? This is 6 ounces. You then have Fleur Blanc, you have Lavender Rain, and then we also have the OG, which is your Amber Vanilla. This has been screaming today. Over 2,000 spoken for. Dennis,
Yes.
$100 off.
Yeah, I know. Well, this is the regular size that you used to see. Well, and actually, even this is
a
unicorn.
Yeah.
We just can't make it fast enough. It's because of this root. It's called Jatamansi, and it grows about 17,000, 18,000 feet above sea level up the Himalayan mountains. And when I went and visited the one time, because I was there for the Above the Clouds, the rhododendron that we use in the Above the Clouds, and I always heard about this little village, that they were special. And I can't make any claims, but when I went to the village and saw what I saw, I had to have it. But it took 2 years to build up the surplus.
Wow.
That's why I went to the super size pretty quickly, because I never know when I'm getting it back.
Yeah.
I know that the Lavender Rain, this is your last call on it. It will never be made again. I wouldn't say never, but not for a very long time. Here, this is just showing you how special this honey is. This is the high elevation honey that binds everything in this. It takes that Jatamansi and basically helps me bind it to the fiber that we have in the product. The hives are 5 feet in diameter. The bees are 2 inches long.
Gosh.
I had 2 bee suits on.
That would frighten me to death.
No gloves. I think at one point, no shoes, took his hat off. He was 70, 72.
Really?
He's a beast. Meanwhile, I gave up. I could see the stinger coming right through. 2-inch bees, imagine, the stinger is like ½ inch.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, things we do. Well, honestly though, that's why I went. The fact he's risking his life, getting stung, that's gotta be some good honey.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, you are so funny. Oh, I do want to quickly mention that the Tilapia, we only have 150 left there. So tell me about this Coconut Grove, because this is brand new.
Yeah, so brand new. Basically, it's like being at the beach. Creamy coconut, vanilla bean, frangipani. Those are my 3 favorite right there. It's golden amber, which is really rare. The sandalwood, soft musk. It's tropical, it's warm, it's relaxing. And for me, I'm already in snow. It's freezing, really cold, really dry. So I wanted to do something kind of summer-based, but holiday-ish.
Right, of course.
So at least because look, scents and aromatherapy, playing with your mood is these days, it's so important. And then it's going to get even more involved when it comes to products. Just to kind of hit that serotonin with natural ingredients that can kickstart it anyways. But playing with aroma is a big deal, and that's why I love working with fragrance. And with this one, it's uplifting. So because this one's going to stay on you. Well, I want it to stay on you for at least 2 days if you can. And there's nothing to bear because you can't feel it. And if you're wondering, but I got to use a styling product, this will beat any styling product you have when it comes to adding volume or adding even lift from the root area. Other than that, you don't need anything else because it will give you, like you set your hair in Velcro rollers, and you can always just add a little bit back in, energize it with your fingers, and it will give you that lift. like you've never seen, and there's no hold in it. It's just the fibers that become active. With the gel that we're using that's reversible, so heat, instead of melting it, makes it thicker. So it actually stabilizes, creates a bond, and gives you the lift.
Amazing.
While it's treating the scalp.
You see it, like, obviously on the videos you are, but even in the studio, to see it like on all of our live models. So the Jatamansi Root and the Coconut Grove are the two that are brand new. So, I mean, and we always, like you, Dennis, like to jump right on into the new scents. This is an amazing product. And to be able to have a serum that will not build up, because that's always what we worry about, but it works in the reverse because it's exfoliating, right? So right. Normally you would think a serum's going to build up on your scalp, but this is kind of breaking through all of that so that your hair can, I mean, you're maximizing your hair growth, I would assume, at the same time.
Yeah, there's HAs, alpha-hydroxy acids from fruit acids and flower hibiscus that basically, while it's sitting, it's also cleansing and just removing anything that's built up in its way, because we want it to penetrate. The fact that it's sitting on the scalp, it's slow processing. It's encapsulated. We have a retinol. We have a few forms of hyaluronic, like different size molecules. So one goes deep, one sits just under the skin, and one sits on top to protect it, creates a barrier. We have caffeine. We have a peptide from a red clover that has clinicals to it as well. It's just loaded with a power-packed with all good for you ingredients for your scalp that it needs. The Jatamansi, it's so rare. It's basically an adaptogen. Also fulfills, what was it, the throat chakra, Amanda?
Yeah.
Is it?
Okay. Yes.
Beautiful.
Sorry, no, it's the root chakra.
Right. And by the way, just so everyone understands.
Yeah.
When you order the Jatamansi Root, though, it's in our system as amber vanilla. So just so everybody knows that when you're going to place your order. And I do have to jump in and say, first of all, thank you. We still have lots of people that are shopping. And if you want the best hair ever, look, we all love when you walk out of a salon and your hair looks great. You go home, you try to do it yourself. I just had this conversation with Gianni, and it's so hard. But it's the products that make the difference. And you're looking at a serum right now that we sell. That's not a retail. We sell it for $138.95. It's $100 off. Why? We want you to get it home. We want you to use it. You have that extended return policy to the end of January. And look, we know as women, and I'm sure you've heard this from many, many, many of us, as had Gianni, that look, when you're having a bad hair day, nothing is wrong.
Yeah,
right. Right. Yeah, exactly. We blame you. So, but it happens a lot of, like, if you wonder, Dennis, right, why your hair's flat or why your hair doesn't have body, it's build up a lot of times, isn't it? I mean, you need to get in there and stimulate the scalp.
And you just keep adding more, and you add more over top of it, and then what happens is your styling products, they're overloading, and you've now weighed down that hair, and then your shampoos, because everyone's making them more milder, that's not clarifying enough. And then when you use a clarifying, if you overdo it, it'll now strip away the oils, which means now you're going to produce even more oil, and then you're going to start washing even more, and then that dries everything out. It could get really, really bad. So you want to get put into balance, which means don't wash your hair as frequently. Use the right products that don't build up. You want to treat that scalp. The scalp is everything. Your hair is dead. It's a fiber. I can make that shine real easy. It's dead. You can't feel anything. But your scalp, oh my God, that's where you really want to basically, it doesn't have everything it needs. Your body doesn't produce it. So you've got to find it. I've done it for you. It's all in this wonderful treatment that, again, clean beauty. You won't feel it. Most of these treatments, they're 1 ounce. They're oils or water-based. They leak all over the place. You're not getting a targeted amount of that active because it just went into your eyebrow.
Exactly. I'm just noticing. I'm also noticing, Dennis, look at her hair. First of all, she's glamorous. But look at how yellow it looks in the before. In the after, why is that? I mean, now it's just like a beautiful, gorgeous, shiny, fabulous white.
Yeah, so in the before, that's basically the chemicals that are sitting there oxidizing. right? And it happens, I used to see that happen a little more gradually, like years ago. Now, it's fast. It could, in a week, you could have that happen. But how do you get rid of it? Well, first of all, stay away from some of the chemicals that will basically turn, like it'll turn your color. Even if you have darker hair, yeah, you might not see it as noticeable, but you'll turn dull. Yeah, that's how you'll know. And it just doesn't want to hold its style, or it just frustrates you. That's a dead giveaway that they're building up. This will help eliminate that, but also it'll stop you from using those products because you don't want this to be interfered with. So you get the right dose over the day or 2 days, and just keep reapplying a small little amount. You could take a day off, 2 days off, then reapply again if you're gonna do the 2 days. Like most of these treatments, people leave it in for an hour. It's not enough. Like, especially if they're not encapsulated, small particle size, an hour is not going to do much.
Yeah, it's not getting where it needs to get. Exactly. Okay, I know.
Because most of it isn't in the spot where you needed it because it slid all over the place.
Right. Okay, we have only 2 minutes remaining for everyone. Yes, you're getting 6 ounces. Yes, it's $100 off right now. And we've had an amazing response to this all day. We thank you for being out there. Get it home. It's our weekly deal drop. So you know what happens on a weekly deal drop? The price goes up at Sunday night. So enjoy it while you can. Enjoy the free shipping and handling from our best clean beauty brand here at HSN. Woohoo, is right. Voted on by you, by the viewers. And it makes a world of difference, I think, in seeing live models here. So you can just really see the difference, and you see how manageable their hair is. But again, and look at Tressie. I mean, her hair is very thin, right? I mean, it looks like, I mean, you would never think you could have that kind of extreme volume that you're seeing in the after, thanks to the Scalp Serum.
Yeah, remember they've had it on all day, so and if there's humidity, it'll plump up even faster because the hyaluronic, it looks for water, for moisture, and so that's your defense line. It protects. Plus that mask or the treatment, that's, if you intertwine the two, oh my God, your hair, scalp. That's why you're seeing shine like you've never seen before. And again, it doesn't weigh down the treatment that we just had, the Be-All, Mendol. It's a 97% reduction in breakage. You break, so that's your hair. You bring this for your scalp. It doesn't get better. It won't get better.
Because you got to help start at the root, right? I love it. Oh, well, all right, we're going to have everyone stay there, Dennis. We're going to take a quick break, but we have a lot more coming up. We're coming back with the new body polisher. We have the rescue cream, the Mist Save for tonight. A lot more coming up, and a brand new Today special from Regine you're going to love coming up at midnight. So don't go anywhere. Stay with us, and we'll